Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman Hakim bin Azahari, and I will be discussing about aircraft-based maintenance. So, the definition of base maintenance is simple. It is the maintenance which does not fall under the line maintenance category. So it means that anything that is done under the base maintenance does not include any of the line maintenance. In practice, this will be mainly heavy checks such as C and D checks. During those checks, major and minor aircraft systems are being evaluated together with complex and time-consuming tasks. So usually the base maintenance takes longer time than line maintenance. These tasks, examples of these tasks are corrosion prevention, structural work, replacement of major components, interior refurbishments, and many more. All this works needs to be done in a hangar and requires quite a bit of planning and a significant dose of cooperation between the airline and the MRO. The arrangement of base maintenance is not as simple as line maintenance, as it requires heavier and more time. It is heavier work than line maintenance. Operators are required by law to have base maintenance contracts in place for all the aircrafts that they operate. And these contracts, they need to fulfill the Part 145 contracting or subcontracting requirements and needs to be approved by the respective aviation authority. So it is a must to have contracts for all the aircrafts that they operate, and they cannot do it without one. The aircraft-based maintenance usually requires a lot more people because it takes a lot of time and it requires heavier work. Unlike line maintenance, base maintenance includes the removal of an aircraft from its operating sequence. So the aircraft will no longer be operating until it is done. Base maintenance usually takes up to 30 days or more because it requires special tools and heavy work. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Amirul Hakimi, and I am going to talk about type of aircraft maintenance. Commonly known type of aircraft maintenance are four, which are line maintenance, base maintenance, engine maintenance, and component maintenance. In certain nations or countries, engine maintenance and component maintenance are combined into one single service unit of maintenance. The one that I'm going to talk about is line maintenance. Line maintenance can be defined as any maintenance that is carried out before any flight to ensure that the aircraft is fit for the intended flight. Some type of line maintenance examples are troubleshooting and defect rectifications. Line maintenance are often carried out at apron, outside of hangar, under open skies, in which the aircraft remain at its operating environment. Part 145 also defines line maintenance as any maintenance task that can be performed outside of a hangar under open skies. Line maintenance tasks are relatively straightforward and often involve routine in-service inspection, daily check actions, troubleshooting, and rectifications. Component designed as line replaceable units can be replaced during line maintenance, but usually limited by availability of ground support equipment. The makeup of line maintenance of an airline or aircraft depends on the airline service. or the airline size. Usually, bigger aircraft means bigger team, and smaller aircraft like Cessna only require less than 10% or maybe a bit bigger than 10%. Activities involved during line maintenance are daily and weekly checks, routine tasks such as lubrication, evaluation and rectification of any defects or failure. Inspecting things like wheels, brakes, and fluid level, which are oil and hydraulic, are done during transit checks. Transit checks can also be defined as a flight going from point A to point C and it stopped at point B. Forgive me. And sometimes it stopped for refueling or because of some small damage. Any repairs, running or ongoing maintenance that aircraft tells must be through thousands of onboard sensors. Last but not the least, most aircraft receive 12 hours of line maintenance per week, and it depends on the aircraft or company policy and also the availability of ground support equipment. That is all for me. Thank you.
Hi, hello, my name is Muhammad Farhan Afif bin Fadilah. My metric number is FAV 0620210023. Okay, today we're gonna talk about aircraft maintenance check. Basically, there are many types of aircraft maintenance checks. Example like line maintenance, base maintenance, the ABCD checks, and the heavy maintenance check. So today, I will explain about heavy maintenance check. Okay, firstly, what is the aircraft heavy maintenance check? The heavy aircraft maintenance check is the check, sometimes known as a heavy maintenance visit, HMV. This check occurs approximately every 6 to 10 years. It is a check that more or less takes the entire airplane apart for inspection and overhaul. It depends on what aircraft type and age. Heavy maintenance check is the one heavy job than the others maintenance. Everything needs to be overhauled and do a deep inspection. Other than that, the point may need to be completely removed, complete the inspection of the fuselage metal skin. Besides that, with this all metals, such a check can generally take up 15,000 man-hours and 3 months to complete, depending on the number of technicians involved. It also requires the most piece of all maintenance check. The requirement and the tremendous effect involved in this maintenance check make it by far the most expensive one. Because of the nature and the cost of the check, most airlines, especially those with large fleet, have to plan the check for their aircraft years in advance often. All the aircraft being placed out, particularly in airlines fleet, are either stored or scratched upon reaching their next check. Due to the high cost involved in comparison to the aircraft value, besides that, the heavy maintenance is the one maintenance that need a huge amount of money to do it. So, in conclusion, aircraft maintenance checks are periodic inspection that have to be done on all commercial aircraft and civil aircraft after the certain amount of the time uses. It is also for our passenger, captain, pilot, cabin crew to have a good journey to go to the destination with safe and secure. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hamad Liki bin Zulkifli. My metric number is FAV 0620210019. As you all know, our team talk about aircraft maintenance check. Basically, there are 5 types of aircraft maintenance check. For example, line maintenance, engine maintenance, base maintenance, ABCD check, and heavy maintenance. So today, I'm gonna explain about engine maintenance check. Okay. Why is jet engine maintenance so important? It is important to extend the life of the engine and ensure its reliability and durability. Engines are subject to wear from vibration, friction, high interior temperature, collision, and physical damage from the installation of foreign debris. Aircraft engine maintenance is essential to the upkeep of the engine, assessing whether engine repair or part replacement are necessary. Maintenance, repair, and overhaul operations in the aerospace industry can extend the life of jet turbine blades, vents, and other aircraft parts, limiting the need for more extensive repair and replacement. For example, one reason for performing regular maintenance on jet engine is to ensure that all the rotating states in engine are balanced, keeping vibration level to a minimum. This will assist in improving the comfort of aircraft operation during flight, increase the engine durability, improve fuel efficiency, and limit the amount of engine wear that occurs from vibration. Okay, next, I bet you all want to know how much those engine maintenance cost. Jet engine cost more to maintain than other aircraft engine because the process of rebuilding their rotor stage are more complicated. On average, a full overhaul costs anywhere from 1/3 to 1/5 of the engine price when new. Jet engines themselves are the most expensive item on aircraft. In turn, the most expensive part of engine are the turbine blade, bearing, and engine control system. Okay, lastly, to make a complete overhaul, it has 5 steps. Step 1, define the work scope. Step 2, cleaning and inspection. Step 3, disassemble. Step 4, repair and replace. Step 5, assemble and testing. If the engine passed the test, a certified inspector carry out a final inspection and issue a certificate of airworthiness. Now, the jet engine has been completely overhauled, the counter is back to zero, and is ready to fly for years. That's all for me. Thank you for listening.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hamiduddin Hazib Salili, and I will show you about component maintenance. Component maintenance is used to identify the tasks that should be carried out to particular component. Airline experience indicate that hardware items wear out, but statically, all edge wear out in complex mechanical, electrical, and avionic component is not dominant of pattern of failure. Component maintenance can be termed as workshop or just shop maintenance. This covers maintenance on components when removed from aircraft such as engine, APU, seat. Sometimes this is carried out with the same organization as base maintenance, but sometimes special company carry out this work separately. There are 3 methods in component maintenance. First method, hard time, involves removing a unit from services to reach preordained parameter value. The second method, functional check or inspection, involves monitoring a characteristic or dimension of usage operating parameter of a piece of hardware, determine if it's still suitable for continued operation or if it should be removed to prevent an in-service failure. Third method, functional verification, require of performing a operation check or hardware functions to determine each function availability if it normally hidden from the security of the flight and operating crew. These are examples of the component that needs maintenance. First component, fuselage. Fuselage is the body of the airplane, which holds the passenger along with cargo. This area included the cockpit. The cockpit is where pilot control the whole airplane. 2. Wings. Wings is the part of aircraft that imperative for the flight. The wing is also included to the smaller at the back of the most of aircraft, at the tail. 3. Empennage. It helps the stability of the airplane and has two main components called rudder and elevator. It's the back of the aircraft. 4. Landing gear. You cannot have a safe plane without having a landing gear. It's important to have a smooth landing.